is demographic. If your demographic is unclear. There we go. If an executive can't clearly identify the demographic your script is geared towards, it's going to make it a hard sell. You know, I'm sure you've all heard the term four-quadrant movie, right? It means it appeals to men and women, young and old. Those are the very general four quadrants. So you need to know if your script is a four-quadrant tentpole, you know, a broad comedy, an R-rated horror versus a PG-13. It's not because you need to know how to market your movie. Other people will do that. It's because you need to make sure that your characters and dialogue are going to connect with and be appropriate for your target demographic. Teen movies are a great example of this. You know, having an unclear demographic with a teen movie can sink a really good project. A big problem with preteen teen movies is parents and grandparents think their kids behave and speak one way when really they speak and behave a completely different way. If you're 50 and you're writing a teen movie, that's probably not a good idea, okay? Teenagers do not talk in front of grandma the way they talk in front of their friends. I don't talk in front of my grandma the way I talk in front of my friends. So when you're targeting a movie to 13-year-old girls, but the writing sounds like an episode of Dora the Explorer, 11-year-old girls want to do what 14-year-olds do. 14-year-olds want to do what 16-year-olds do. So if you can get the 16-year-olds, you're automatically going to get the 14s and probably the 11s. But if a 16-year-old won't see your movie, neither will anybody else. Make an executive think that you know who you're writing for. And by the way, that's the problem we found on the company My Movie Made, Sydney White, with Amanda Bynes. It failed in part because no one could decide what demographic we should be targeting. Our producer wanted to go younger, okay, a PG rating aimed at 7 to 12-year-olds. But our movie was set in college, so writing a college movie for children came off as cheesy, soft, and just not believable. Our director wanted to make it a harder PG-13 movie aimed at 14 to 7-year-olds, 14 to 17-year-olds. But our star, again, was Amanda Bynes, whose core fan base was squarely in the 9 to 13 range, not 16 to 18. So what we ended up with was a PG-13 rated college-set movie starring Amanda Bynes that had a few PG-13 jokes, a PG storyline, and a blend of both PG and PG-13 characters. And that hurt us. That hurt us a lot, actually. So you have to know what demographic you are aiming for.